to the max. Push me to the max.
Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to BRC_SR for round 4 of BRC Bingo League Season 1. I'm really excited for this game. I am joined by my good friend, Vane, in the commentators box. Oh, what's up? How's it going?
I haven't seen
right
Jackie. Yeah, I haven't seen Jackie play live yet, or a bunch of Jackie playing. that. I don't remember if I watched. I think it was like Jackie versus Lights.
I think Jackie has played a few people now.
Yeah.
But we'll see how how they fare against our arguably top seed. Story. This is I'm sure a scary matchup for anyone, but especially if you've been put through the ringer before in your past matches like Jackie has. I think this is a tough spot to be in for Jackie. We'll see how they persist and how they.
Right, Jackie Supersonic. Yeah, sorry.
That match was make a minor mistake.
That was still one of the best. That's still like one of the best sets in this season.
Yeah, that was good. So we've definitely seen some good play out of Jackie. We'll see how they fare against Storied here. Storied, well known for being good at this game.
Little good.
Some are saying this doesn't have a time on the leaderboards, but that doesn't matter. So we already got our first board, and we talked about it some before we started the actual stream. This board is really sick, and I'm really excited to see how they play it. Vane, do you want to talk some about why?
Yeah, so you have multiple good opening options. You have a pretty good Brink start, pretty good Versum start, pretty good Baton start. You have Hideout Rep, which is just a cool square overall. Hideout Rep is just like a fun route. The other 2 pointers on the board are pretty ass, which is pretty typical to get on a board, to get some like pretty ass 2 pointers, I feel, but I think they can absolutely make or break a match, like just make it like interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really interested to see specifically how the early game will diverge here, because there's the 2 obvious plays that are really good, I think. In Matan and Brink, both of them are very fast and have quite a lot of points. Brink especially has 6 entire points, and you have an easy square goal you could get on the way there. But Matan is very fast, and you can kind of play reactive with Matan by going Matan and then being able to get out quickly by going to the top of the building near Coil. So I think Matan is a good flex play if you want to kind of play reactive, and in a spot like Jackie's, I would kind of predict that they do. But we'll definitely see how they play given this board. I'm really interested to see the strategy that will go into it, but we'll get into it starting now. As they are off. Looks like both towards square. Story taking the spray versus Jackie choosing to just go straight for this exit of hideout. Always the interesting choice of more boost versus faster through the loading zone. We'll see how. Storied and Jackie both missing the fast strat for the mall collectible here. But Story knows a better backup.
Yeah.
Oh, it falls!
Oh, wow.
So
that actually goes to Jackie.
That's so funny.
At the opener.
Yeah, both of them just kind of fumbling over this one goal. That's funny.
Jackie and the Brink. I love it.
I do like Brink from here. I mean, you get that one goal, you don't really know what Story's up to. Story's going to stay in square for a bit, grab the taxi sign. I imagine might go for the square collectible left on the board here. Don't want both going to Jackie.
Makes sense.
And then into Matan would be the most reasonable play, especially now that, both of you scored in square. Easy to have your choice of where to go. We'll see how Jackie can manage to play this Brink route. Brink, I would say, honestly, one of the harder areas to route just because it's so open, but there is a lot fast that you could do in here, just because there are a lot of viable zips.
For sure. Story is going into Matan. Not forgetting dedication. Somehow so easy to forget that. I've made fun of people for forgetting it, and then I think each match I've played that it's been in, I forget about it when I'm going.
Every match.
It's kind of impressive.
I mean, impressive, some would say, but not many, I think. I think the only person I hear saying that is Van_SR.
Fuck that.
We'll see the Docs collectible from Jackie, while Story just leaves Matan, which choosing to go into Versum. I don't hate this play.
I also don't hate it. Death Boogie's just like right there on that entrance.
Yeah, especially combining it into Slide Glass here. So we didn't talk about Versum much, but Versum very fast on this board as well. Going to get the Slide Glass and Death Boogie very quickly. While Jackie's been having some issues with this Brink, you know, Central Tower is a difficult collectible to grab
like
and is very long.
Yeah.
Also, it took a few tries getting the dog percent zip there, so
yeah.
You know, going to be slow and going to fall all the way down.
Oh.
See what they choose to do to recover that. I mean, ultimately, I think you abandon that square, because once getting that one square ultimately isn't very valuable. I'm kind of surprised you go for it in the first place.
They're kind of tunnel visioning on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, especially as, you know, Storied is on a roll here, getting a lot of very quick points here in Versum. You know, Versum, I think, is another one of those areas that is very easy to pivot out of, because of just how mobile you are while you are in Versum, with how many zips are available to you. And, you know, Storied's putting that well on display with how he's been routing this this area so far. These collectibles, I would say, are not very easy to route out, but Story made it look very easy because he's already out of here with just a few minutes.
Just sweeping Versum. As well, with Versum, you have like very easy access to both hideout and square, which you can just pivot, like you were saying, you can just pivot so easy to something else. Having that square taxi as well is gonna really help with that.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised you don't go hideout rep here, because, you know, you're coming up on the point where 2-pointers are pretty valuable here in the mid-game-ish, and, you know, hideout rep, I think, is a better call than Maul, in my opinion, especially from where you are on the board. You know, I think if you're storied here, you can be fairly confident you beat Jackie in Maul, maybe not 100%, just because you might not be as familiar, but...
I see a top left, bottom right angle.
Yeah, that is a good point. Though I think Storied isn't quite playing for that. I think if anything, he's playing for the row 4. The row 4 is more, you know, direct maybe. But, you know, you can't really make the prediction of Jackie not going for this, the score battle, or the score reward on the board.
Yeah, it could still scare Jackie enough to just like keep them in Brink, which would be
probably not good.
Story, but who knows?
I will say I'm a bit surprised that Center Sofa down there in the bottom right is still on this board. You know,
that is also true.
Storied was in a great position to get both hideout goals, but chose to go Maul instead. We'll see how it plays out. You know, maybe a bit too focused on getting Shine out of the way for whatever reason. Maybe to get that row 4 threat and force Jackie into that, you know, that rep route to get the reward. But
looks like they are spraying a little bit.
That'll be useful.
I think if there was any point for Jackie to like get back into the game a little more, it would be right now while Story's just kind of occupied in Maul, because those are some fairly long, those are some like pretty decently long goals, and there's still a good amount, like a few fast things, as well as just again hideout reps still being on the board. They definitely have an angle to get back in if they can just ignore this bingo bait and just kind of sweep up whatever's left.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. You know, it's coming down to the point where you spent 7-8 minutes almost in one area, and in BRC, you know, you got to be mobile, you got to be very aggressive with your positioning on the board, and staying in that one spot isn't going to do you many favors. And, you know, people find that out when they play this game against people like Storied, who has been in 5 areas now. Like, including hideout at the start, but, like, he's everywhere.
Mr. Worldwide.
Literally Mr. Worldwide. So, you know, we're gonna see...
he's just rushing Shine.
Yeah, I mean, I get it to some extent.
He does just want to threaten that, and feels like they can just, again, keep Jackie in square, or Brink.
You did the thing that I always do. No Raver Funk is definitely a mistake. I think you're already in theater. Might as well just grab the easy point.
Yeah. Probably just tunnel visioning a little bit on just trying to get Shine as fast as possible, which I get.
I could understand that if you know, I think if Jackie was threatening a little bit more, I would understand going for the just going for Shine and not trying to what I'm trying to say is that if Jackie was threatening a little bit more, like that would be a way worse misplay. But since Jackie's kind of static right now, not really around on the board at all, that is not going to be the biggest deal, because ultimately I think Story just goes back to theater and grabs it. But Story going to come up on the 2-pointer for Shine. And I imagine from here we'll see him move out of Maul, if I had to predict.
Yeah, maybe now we'll see a hideout play, I would imagine.
It's definitely getting to the point where, you know, it's
just
important.
Stays here and goes for .exe as well, but doesn't feel right. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be exiting out.
I will also say on Jackie's side, they have sprayed 84 rep, which is about as much as you need. I think a little bit over than what you need in the any % route, which is
a lot.
quite inefficient. To get the challenges, it's pretty easy to like not care much about what the challenges require in terms of rep, but I think it's actually a big point, because every spray you spray, that's wasting 2 or 3 seconds unnecessarily. And you know, when you spray so much extra, because I think that challenge doesn't require that much.
He wants this bingo, but I mean, even with Jackie over farming rep, they're still just gonna have it before him. So.
Yeah, the advantage is definitely too much.
Bit of a misplay.
I mean, ultimately, if you're going to go for it, you know, like, at least you're committing. And Jackie looks like it looks like they don't remember where the reward is. And this is the point where you, I think this is the point where you get the map and you pull up your phone. Because, you know, we allow people to play with the More Map mod. You collect the SD card map, you get the collectible locations as well, just for people who may be newer to the game, maybe rusty. But, you know, it looks like they're just leaving Brink, which is going to give Story the bingo for free, unfortunately.
Okay.
And that's, you know, not good, to say the least. Spending all that time to not even get the reward because you don't know where it is rough.
Yeah.
We'll see where they go instead. I mean, there's the bingo for Story. So what is that? He's at 11 points?
Yeah.
Because he... And, I mean, the points to win just increased to 16, which makes it a lot harder for Jackie to stay in this game at all.
Yeah, gotta do a lot more work.
It's definitely doable, and I think Hideout is the way that you get started by doing it, but it looks like...
they're both going back to Hideout. Story grabbing the collectible, it seems.
Yeah, it looks like Jackie straight away just went for the... I think that Jackie went for the wrong collectible, went for the Chapter 4 start collectible instead of the center sofa, and is going to kind of indecisively roam around Hideout for a minute. Maybe they don't see that it got marked.
Yeah, they might just not see it. Unfortunate. Oh, they're switching to... They're switching
vehicles. Is that the first time we've seen someone switch vehicles in Hideout?
I think that is a first.
That's cool. I respect it. Depends what they do with it, but you know.
In the pyramid.
Yeah,
they still have this diagonal open.
They do.
I imagine, honestly, he sees that now and is just gonna go for that too.
I mean, you definitely don't need it, but like, if you want to stunt a little bit, then I get it.
Yeah.
I'm
Knowing
kind of surprised.
he wants to stun if he sees the opportunity.
Yeah,
No way. Yeah, Chrome Bees and just getting right out. Yeah, that's 100% what he's doing.
and I think Chrome Bees was why Jackie actually ended up swapping to the inlines. I couldn't remember what they were called. So, you know,
Yeah.
not a great use of time there, unfortunately, just because
Now it
Story
looks like
starts on inlines and is ahead of you.
Jackie going into mall, presumably gonna be going straight to .exe. Story doing something.
Doing tricks on it, I'll tell you what.
I guess so. So Jackie is ahead into mall.
Yeah, we'll
Could
see.
potentially this block.
We'll see who has the better .exe route. Oh, and not taking the zip here will also make this kind of rough. Maybe not, actually. That was a good position for .exe to be in. Oh, it's the wrong .exe!
That's the wrong one. I never thought about
Unlucky.
taking the zip over to him. That seems very...
I always take the mall clip zip, and I mean, just like that, Jackie's lead is evaporated because they went to the wrong .exe.
I've
The
done that.
only area in the game that all of the
There's just a
characters are
duplicate.
skating around.
It's just a clone.
And I mean, this
Like
is
Story,
almost certainly
so-
curtains. Unless
Yeah.
Story drops combo like 3 times, which I doubt it because he knows the route and is very practiced on score battles. He's been complaining the whole season like, score battles are so boring. And then he went and practiced them all
Knows
anyways.
every single one.
Yeah.
Really do.
Fake ass score battler, I'll tell you that. You never hear me bitching about score battles.
I like gore battles are chill.
I think they're kind of hype, you know, when you get the good squeeze in or two, don't quote that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something that makes the quote worse. It feels pretty good.
It's true.
And it looks like Jackie just actually cannot find the .exe. This motherfucker is camouflaged.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so if
Cloning
you...
technology and camouflage tech, they have active camo from fucking Halo.
Bro, I was literally about to make the same joke, and we can't be on comms together. This is embarrassing. And it looks like Jackie is finally into the score battle, but about 2 million points down is gonna be a
that's
difficult.
Not just straight up not happening, unfortunately.
But I mean, ultimately, not a terrible game from Jackie, I don't think.
It came
It
down
was,
to tunnel visioning a little too hard, and then just kind of bailing out of blocking that bingo.
yeah, the knowledge checks of bingo are really tough sometimes, and
That is
that's
game.
when you get got. That will, in fact, be game, winning 17 points, double bingo. Get us a new board. But yeah, the bingo classic of tunnel visioning too hard and then not being active enough on the board, costing you a win that you still have a fighting chance in. That every bingo player has that experience, and then it takes a few times before you can learn from it and adapt to having to play such a fast-paced game. Other bingos don't have what we have, where you can you just have to be everywhere on the map. Instead, in other game bingos, you can definitely afford to spend 7 minutes in a single area. This game is very much not one of those games.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Jackie was 100% still in that until they bailed out of getting the brick reward, I think.
Yeah, it would have been an uphill battle, but ultimately, you're blocking Story's threats, and that's what's good. It shows that Jackie has good bingo sensibilities if they don't overcommit like that, like they did in that game.
It's really easy to overcommit in this game.
100%. It is such a trap because you're like, oh, I'm just gonna clear out everything in this area, but there are some things that you just don't want to.
Yeah.
That said, we have a new board, and this one,
Is
Yeah,
the
this
thing I'm
one-
noticing. You have 2 of the 3 robo posts. You have the court secret hall. You have a back alley collectible as well as silk. Those are all fairly fast, especially with the out of bounds on the court robo post. You could combo that into your accuracy potentially. Many things you can do there. You have a hideout collectible center square. Let's see. Pyramid, it looks interesting. You have Double Theory plus a couple other fast collectibles. If you are able to click the bike door, that is.
I think Mull is pretty good here too. I mean, the reward and rep being on the board at the same time is pretty good, especially 50 tricks reward doesn't require that much. The people and the vending machine on the top floor with thick candy and then raver funk all allow you to take big rep pockets too. So late game you can chain all those really easily.
Strong mid game play if you play that correctly.
Yeah.
Square has 2 collectibles and rep as well.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting.
The rep will be fun. Brink is our loser of tonight. They're gonna have to give a big speech in their underwear later today because this is an embarrassing performance. Eclipse, Towers, Slide Glass, Bike Door, and Mesh. 3 just not very good collectibles to chain together. So, I doubt we'll see... maybe we'll see someone win in Brink, but we won't see them in Brink for quite a while if they play this board right.
Also kind of looks kind of garbage, like Teddy 4 and like the wire lines, like...
Shit, maybe Brink's performance isn't that bad then, huh?
I didn't see what's on. Sides of the map, and then you have Street Classic, which, like, that's Matan rep, first off.
Nightmare.
Nightmare scenario.
The only benefit is that Brink has a 2-pointer and Matan does not.
That's really it. But Mesh takes like forever.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna get started, and Storid is going straight for the center square. I like this play. I was gonna talk about it. The center square is very strong, especially when Storid is playing for bingos. This match we saw it last game. Getting that center square immediately is pretty good, especially, that first game I feel like was a big temperature check on where Jackie is as a player. And, I imagine Storied is feeling pretty confident going into the second game. So, losing out on some Versum collectibles is probably not the biggest deal in the world to Storied right here.
Starting off with Buttercup is a very fair, kind of easy play when you have a bunch of Versum stuff on the board. I feel like that is a very beginner-friendly...
Yeah,
it works for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, like, these collectibles, I would say, are pretty easy to chain into. We're gonna see Storied into Pyramid, which makes sense, but I don't know how I feel about ignoring
Makes sense,
Ice
but I
Cold
think
Pillars.
I think it's a little early, like just a tad.
Yeah, but I think it's also the second best area on the board, and if Jackie's in Versum, you don't want to take the chance, at least in my opinion. Plus, Pyramid generally is a pretty fast area, especially if you don't go for some stuff.
Yeah, and Devil Theory you can get done pretty quick if you know a good route.
Devil Theory has one of the faster score battle routes for sure.
So actually, I changed my mind. This is still pretty good.
Yeah, I like this play to some extent. It just depends how he routes it, and so far so good. But he's only picked up 2 of the 4 collectibles.
I'm just surprised, like, you wouldn't go for like either square collectible.
That's what I don't like, is not going for Ice Cold Killers, because that gives Jackie an angle to get that on the way out of Versum. Whether or not they do it is a different question. But I play bingo in a very kind of defensive way like that, where I try to identify what opportunities my opponent will get from where they are on the board. And I try to avoid giving people those opportunities, whereas Storied, I feel like, very aggressive player will just go straight outscore you, So kind of a difference in play style, and I personally think mine is a little better, but, Storied has the chops to back up his aggressive play style.
Hello.
Holy moly. Hello, Yin Yin.
Hi. Foe versus NT3000 nerd emoji.
Dude. Fucking JSRF Glazer over here, bro. Fucking,
I'm sorry.
it's
I had
okay. You
to.
can glaze JSRF games good. We'll see the bike door out of Storied. I don't really love getting bike door on Pyramid, if I'm being completely honest. Also,
Try to not clip into it. I suppose. I was kind of looking away for a little bit.
did Storied get the Pyramid taxi? Because if he didn't, I'm gonna scream, I think.
I think he did.
Okay, cool, good.
Sure he did.
Because leaving out the main entrance, I feel like is just bad most of the time, but that's me personally. We'll see the square rep start on Storied's end. I mean, I don't love this, frankly. I think you need to prioritize the 2 collectibles here a little bit first.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially as, you know, Jackie is on the ending of their Versum route. Getting
Versum's cleared out, so, like, you kind of should at least assume that Jackie is probably getting out. Also, this is not on the board.
This is not on the board. I don't know what Jackie is trying to get here, but
slight misread.
I don't even know what you misread here.
Maybe you see both robo posts and like think that there's like all of them, but
maybe. I don't even know. If
the brain can do some wild things in mid game. Like
yeah, that's true.
Playing, so
I can agree with that. But going to slow down Jackie's exit from Versum a little bit, and you know, I think Storied's in a pretty good area to get ice cold killers right now, but it's just going.
I saw them like wiggling the camera stick. Yeah.
I saw that too. We'll see how Storied routes either of these collectibles or chooses not to. I mean, ultimately, getting the collectibles isn't the biggest deal because you're getting the rep, so you're gonna, you know, trade evenly. But I still feel like, you know, push the advantage, right?
Yeah. Jackie is into square as well. Hopefully gonna see at
starting the rep route.
Oh.
Uh-oh. This is not good. I mean, Storied's rep route has not been the cleanest because the way you do this the fastest is by coming from the Versum exit. Or it's from the hideout exit, but there's you can also play from the Versum exit. And, you know, so that makes Storied's route a little bit less efficient, but, you know, we'll see if he can route in either collectible and make it worth it, but probably not. You know, you're pretty close to the end anyways.
Yeah, he's got a huge lead on the rep. He's just about done, actually.
Yeah, and
needs a 2.
Going to get the 2 real fast. And into mall, maybe? You are right beside the mall entrance.
Going straight into mall, probably. Yeah.
Straight into mall. I like it. We'll see if Jackie commits to go for the square collectibles, but I mean, Storied has another bingo threat here on the board with the diagonal top left, bottom right.
Once again.
Literally just needs the reward, and it looks like he's going straight for it, ignoring everything else. I was talking
about this mid-game mall can be very good. Jackie as well.
Jackie also spraying. I mean, I like that from Jackie too, but it depends who knows the reward rep requirements better. And if I had to take a gamble, you know, we saw Jackie overspray for reward in the past match. I would not be surprised. They're both on bikes.
That is true. That is rare.
And the people's on the board, so neither of them can get that for a bit.
Oh my god,
that's gonna be really funny.
The people was even there.
We'll see how that comes into play. I mean, there is a cipher pad pretty close to the people, but we'll see if either of them think about doing it yet. While doing this rep route, and I mean, Jackie was at a slight disadvantage, but they're actually pretty close right now. It's 30 to 28.
Main area as well.
I mean, Storied will get more rep here and will just trek over to the center because if I recall correctly, it's about 60 rep for the first challenge. Let me fact check that real quick.
I could not tell you with a gun to my head, I'll be honest.
It is 54 rep for the very first challenge, and I mean, Storied's at 52, while Jackie's at 36, so I think this will be bad.
Yeah, I think the bingo will probably go to Story, I would imagine. Unless we see some generational fumbling.
And I mean,
which
it's Storied. He generationally fumbled a world record, so...
Yeah, 50 tricks can still very much go wrong, like in normal any percent if you're not careful.
But into the challenge.
Starting it pretty ahead of Jackie's.
Are you gonna do the funny? No, you're just gonna do this normally while getting rep. Boring. You can just farm up tricks really easily on the mall clip billboard, and it's really funny.
Oh my god.
But he's gonna route this out like you do in any percent to maximize the rep, because, you know, mall reps on the board do it as well. And Jackie's gonna get into the challenge too. You know, if Jackie knows where this, you know, collectible is, you know, Story is kind of slow on getting the actual tricks because of the spraying. In theory, this could be a snipe. I'm just saying.
It could be if Story sprays a little too much.
And it looks like they are.
It is actually, yeah.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so sick.
Oh my god.
Jackie, please know where it is.
It's like right there. There's no way you like don't see that.
Okay, thank God. And
so
it's everywhere.
Yeah, that's gonna be a block.
It's stopped. Get fucked, Story.
Jackie's still in this. Jackie's still in it.
That's my fucking go.
There's no way. That's insane.
An instant win. I don't care.
Jackie
like,
will be taking
holy
this
shit.
set.
That is so funny. That is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Taking the selfie after you snipe someone is so fucking
funny.
Holy shit. I love Jackie. Anyways, get a generational fumble from Storied, but we'll be well on the way to get the mall rep.
Ton of rep right now.
Yeah, it's not even close. Well over double
there's
Jackie's.
the other diagonal. That could still happen too. I mean,
You're kind of actually.
If he wasn't on a bike, I would say that is very possible. Him not being on a bike right now makes it like debatable, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll see. I mean, Jackie's doing a setup that I don't think actually works to do mall clip.
Oh, they're trying to get the. Oh no! Yeah, you cannot hit the corner like that.
So, you know, we'll see how long they commit to this. I don't know why.
You've got no storage, buddy.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you're playing this like we used to play it back August 2023. Because we thought the sides gave zips. Okay, well, Jackie's having their fun, and the mall rep goal will go to Storied.
Yeah.
Unsurprising, I think. You know, that would just be a disastrous fumble from Storied if he also lost mall rep, but we'll see where they go next. They're both kind of just trapped in mall hell right now because Storied committed to theater and Jackie is, I think, struggling to get to something.
Yeah, trying to figure out what to do. Probably going for
thick candy. I forgot that's on the board. You're right.
Storied.
Going for the people, so
characters. Okay, yep.
Gonna go for this Pingo as well.
God damn.
And the double bingo threat again. You know, everything changes if Jackie goes straight for Infinity and tries to get it first.
Fucking
center square
two
advantage,
diagonal threat. Call that the the everything app threat.
No, we're not calling it that. We're calling it the X Factor. Relax.
Okay, we can call it the X Factor.
X the everything board? Holy
factor,
shit.
The app, everything.
All right, guys, looking for a new commentator. If you want to join the live channel, let me know.
Please, hold on. Give me a chance.
Give me a chance. It looks like Jackie's committing deep into mall, all the way in theater now.
Spent a lot of time just getting Raver Funk.
Which, you know, this is the second game in a row that Story
got a piss. I get it.
What is Interesting, just swapping to the belt outfit that he likes for no reason.
I get it.
I mean, Jackie did selfie on him. I feel like it's fair to piss on Jackie in response.
Yeah, story going into mall. That's gonna be a binjo.
I can't believe the person who said call that the X Everything app is saying I'm crazy for saying it's fair to piss on Jackie in response. Actually, maybe the person who said X the Everything app it has a point.
Oh my god, I almost thought dedication was on the board again. Just like...
Dude, it's crazy that you miss it when it's not on the board and think it is there when it's not. I'm just saying.
I know. I saw it in like my neurons. That was a very clean way to get to that.
That was a really clean up, dog, and that's going to be a bingo for Storied. What is the points right now? Storied has 2 reps, so 11, and then plus 2, 13. Sheesh.
So 3 more points to lock it up here.
And I mean, you could literally just go like square into Brink.
Square collectibles have been uncollected the entire game.
The square collectibles are on the board. What the
crazy? They're both here.
When Storied's in the game because he's like, oh, I can just open square every match and win the game. Okay, there he goes.
Killers now.
Why are you doing it this way?
I didn't know this was a thing. I kind of like that though.
I knew that exists, but it's faster to do the billboard thing. It is way more annoying to do the billboard thing, but...
Probably gonna do that, then you could just go Devil Theory, lock it up. Or are you just gonna do the other one too?
I mean, it's picker's choice at this point. Yeah. Jackie has too many threats to realistically block any of them, but... I mean, shit, Jackie's the winner in my heart because they got that snipe off.
That selfie was fucking hype.
And Storied is in the taxi fight. I don't know if this is purposeful, but I hope Jackie snipes again, because that would be so funny. Doing the cool taxi fight though, so that's
he already
see that
before getting into the taxi. So.
Yeah.
No funny snipe.
But at least it was close.
Jackie going in the Brink. Yeah, they...
Did I do the math wrong? No, Story just wins anyways, but...
Yeah.
Jackie called GG early and we were like, do you know?
Yeah, but... Yeah, not like it mattered too much. That'll be GG's.
It would have been close on Bike Door if they both kept going because Jackie has Bike for what it's worth.
Yeah.
So potentially, but hello, welcome back, welcome in to the gamers. Yeah, I mean, there were some highlights in that match. Jackie, that snipe made you the winner in our hearts. Yeah, we don't care about the score.
Bingo, dude.
Dude, no, but you don't understand. They fucking took a selfie on you after that.
Nah.
You just have to uninstall the game, Storied.
No, I just got
like, there's no other chance.
I just get selfied on after my bingo got locked, dude.
You guys can't run and I'll tell you.
On me 2 games in a row and not get selfied. I don't know what you want me to say.
I mean, fair counterplay.
Like,
you can call it a draw.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck that.
Ooh, okay. Good news.
So we'll be going to Jackie Mooney.
Congrats, Jackie, on your win. How you feeling?
Thank you. Yeah, it feels good to finally get my first win. I mean, I was kind of expecting it going into it.
Yeah, I mean, playing against Storied, like, I mean, it's pretty easy to win, so, like, don't get too up on yourself, but I say, having lost my match against Storied. Yeah, I mean, that was a really fun game. We really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Watching that was really fun. But, you know, it's... When you're going against someone like Storied, you know, it's easy to just make those simple execution errors that let him get ahead, and then...
After a certain point in the first one, I realized what was happening.
Yeah.
I kind of was just like, okay, I'm not gonna win, but I'm not gonna let this happen. Let it happen
You-
the first game.
I
Second
wanted to
game,
get
though,
3, bro. I wanted to get 3.
It is so sad what happened. The Brink reward.
Yeah.
I don't know what
we were
happened.
crying.
Did you just not remember where it was?
I thought it was under the water.
No.
I thought it
Yeah.
was the one that spawns under the water, and I was like, oh, I'm not draining the water. Fuck that. And then
No, that's
it's-
just the score reward on the
Yeah, it's on the billboard.
near like Solus.
oh fuck.
Yeah, because right across the canal is that big orange billboard, and the reward spawns right on there. So you
Yeah.
just have
Oh,
to
was
wall
it that
run.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh, I think. Oh, wait, maybe it's this one. And I swear I didn't see it, but maybe I just wasn't looking in the right place. That's pretty funny.
This one's pretty deep on the board, and it's possible it was like barely outside of your draw distance. But yeah, we were both like, oh no, because Storied was well behind you.
Yeah.
Getting that, so if you got it first, you would have blocked it. But then Storied had the time to catch up because you didn't, which is so unlucky. But
Is what it is. It was fun.
Yeah,
That was
like,
probably the
it
most fun
happened.
match I've played because it was just like I had an ulterior, like an alternative objective, you know.
Side quest mid bingo game.
Side
That's
quest
awesome.
bingo. That's actually fun as fuck.
I saw the hideout square at the very beginning. I saw it and I was like, he's not gonna go for it twice. I don't care about this hideout. And then I saw him get it. I was like, okay, I know. This is how this whole match is gonna go. So
This entire game is different if you get Infinity. I'm telling you.
I also just did the wrong robo post thing in version
Yeah.
because I couldn't.
Oh, no.
Reading is a skill.
That
is
some people have, not us.
Yeah,
BRC
no.
players, impossible. Yeah, no, I mean, like, outside of that, genuinely, I think Jackie, you have a lot of potential as a bingo player because, like, I've played against you and you've nearly won against me, which I think is very impressive. So, you know, hopefully next season you get your chops a little bit tighter.
Yeah,
But-
I gotta put my brain back in.
Potential to put up LeBron numbers for sure.
I genuinely think could put up LeBron numbers, but if you know life this game like special and storied, but that's okay.
Damn.
I wouldn't recommend it. I haven't played this game outside my bingo matches in probably 2 months.
I say
So-
that
Oh,
lovingly.
2 months. That's so long.
I love my Gooner
Okay.
heart emoji.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I get selfied on and then I get shit talked in the post game. Like, enjoy. Bye.
Ah, and he left the VC. Toxic commentators. Okay, well, I can't swap fucking scenes because the entire restream PC is frozen, but
Explosion.
we do. It just actually exploded. I just can't control anything on Parsec. But we do have another match coming up next tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Next tomorrow. Whenever that comes around.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be me. It's a a match I'm excited about personally. But
That'll be a fun.
yeah, outside of that, congrats again, Jackie, for winning. And
We're on the board.
We're on the board. All of us are on the board when we're playing bingo, baby. But yeah, that's gonna be it for round 4 until tomorrow. We have a few more matches to schedule, so I'm sure you'll get to see those sooner or later. We'll see. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, gamers. We'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.
Peace.